Tug of war ongoing in the state of Louisiana. Dry air to the north, moisture to the south. That's where the cloud cover is really forming for us right now. So once we get this dry air surge out behind the front, that's going to deliver the changeover to our weather pattern. We're going to start to see clearing skies. We'll also see less humid air and even some slightly cooler temperatures. So in the meantime, we're still dealing with the clouds, some showers along the coast, and these just humid environment that's currently in place right now. But that humidity is going to take a significant drop in the coming days. Notice how we're in the uncomfortable category for today, but dropping down into the acceptable to comfortable category for the rest of the week and even into a good chunk of next week before starting to see only a small incline even into the acceptable category by the time we get towards the middle of next week. So the big weather change for us is going to be that lower humidity. Not going to be a huge temperature swing. So yeah, the kiddos don't need the light jacket for the morning start for tomorrow. We'll only dip down into the mid 60s for morning lows. Got the low at 66 for Baton Rouge, so shave off maybe another degree or two for areas north and east of Baton Rouge. But look at the daytime high, only expected to reach the mid 80s. We'll see some partly cloudy skies. Big reason why wrap around moisture from the area of low pressure may produce some cloud cover. Wouldn't even be surprised if we saw a stray sprinkle or two, but measurable rainfall not going to be an issue. So we're not worried about rain for Live After 5 tomorrow evening, and in fact shaping up to be probably one of the nicer ones this season. Notice dropping down from the 80s into the 70s, so very, very comfortable conditions, very, very comfortable air expected for Live After 5. So let's give you that first alert. Can we continue the trend going into the weekend? We're actually going to start to trend warmer as we head into the weekend, but still very, very nice. 87 for your daytime high on Saturday. You can see those temperatures, though, very comfortable as we work our way from the morning hours into the afternoon. And even for Sunday, yeah, we'll increase the daytime high 1 degree. Still overall looking quite pleasant. So if you haven't made outdoor plans for Saturday and or Sunday, good idea to maybe do so. Maybe one of those plans is football on the Bluff as Southern takes on rival Jackson State. And we're talking about probably ideal football weather. 80s dropping down into the 70s. So really all you're going to need are some short sleeves and just enjoy the game, because we're not going to be worried about any rainfall at all either, with mostly clear skies in the forecast. Out in the tropics, that is where things are certainly heating up. We have Gabrielle moving across the Azores right now. Then we've got Umberto strengthening, moving off towards the northwest. And then Invest 94L with latest model runs now suggesting southeast United States could be at risk for landfall with this system. If it develops, it will be Imelda. So Umberto expected to become a major hurricane as it maybe splits the gap between Bermuda and the East Coast. The big question mark becomes, how organized does Imelda get, and how does the interaction of these two features occur as the system Invest 94L approaches the East Coast? So here's a look at the tropical model plots, and you can see a very slow movement from Umberto at first, but then starts to pick up speed. Here we are, decent agreement right now as it moves across the Bahamas, Invest 94L, and then shortly hereafter, it's going to be maybe 24 to 36 hours before projected landfall across the southeast. But notice this, we've got a trend of models pushing it back out to sea. That would be from the influence of Umberto kind of grabbing this system and pulling it back out to sea. So we'll see which happens. Right now, forecast confidence in a track of the system is very low, but overall, the potential is going to be there for the southeast United States to be dealing with a landfalling system as we make our way towards the beginning of next week. For us, it's just beautiful weather for the weekend ahead. Mid 80s to upper 80s by the time we get towards the tail end of the weekend. But there you see the low 90s making a return early next week. So yeah, this is just a taste of the fall-like weather, but the mornings, that's going to be the payoff. If you're out early enough Saturday and Sunday, you'll enjoy some low to mid 60s.